Morning. It's 9:20 in the morning and I've already spent $375 on carpenter bee protection. Yay! I'm just kidding. It does need to be done because the guy showed me pictures and yeah, they've already started tearing up the sides, so that needs to be done. Plus, he said too that one of those holes are there, woodpeckers come in and they lay or put their larvae in there, and he said the problem with that is that they can't touch woodpeckers because they're endangered. So I was like, ooh, very good to know. It is now 10:08. I have a guy coming by to give me a quote on what it will, whoa, hello hair, on what it will cost to fill in the section of the basement that doesn't have concrete right now. So he's coming at 11. So I am turning on the PS4 because I did not get to play. Sorry, I've got to figure out what in the world is wrong because this is not charging and it should be charging. Anyway, my mom is currently seeing the house that they're looking at, and then she said she's going to drive by another one and drive around a little bit, and then she's meeting her friend for lunch. So I probably won't see her until maybe around 2 or 3. But Nola's sitting on the couch with me. So yes, I'm gonna play some of my game. I just finished reading my friend AJ's script that she sent me, and I am a terrible person because she sent me an earlier draft of it weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and I was a horrible person and it slipped my mind to read it. So when she sent me this version, I was like, I am putting it on my calendar for Monday and I will not forget. So I told myself, I was like, after breakfast, before you can do anything else, you are reading this script and giving notes. So it took me about an hour, sent those off. So that's done. So yes, I'm gonna play some Dreamlight Valley. And this book, I will say, this one is good so far. I'm really hoping we get to like, I don't even know if it's actually about the games because he kind of falls in love with a girl that set out for the games. So I know we'll see them eventually, but like, I think it might actually lead just up to them more. So considering this one is more of just like, not to say a romance because it still takes place in the dystopian, like, you know, same world, but it's definitely got more of a romance aspect than the other two, whereas those, like, the romance was like a subplot, but it was the dystopian and the action and all of that at the forefront. So just, it's feeling like a long book. It's 11:07. The guy just came by, looked at it, did some measurements. He told me to email him or text him my email address, and then he'll get to me in the next few days. So it's 4:03. Nola is eating something. I don't know. It's 4:03. I played my video game for a little bit, which was fun, and now I am reading. This book is good. There's a lot. Like, the margins are not super big, and so there's a lot on each page. There's also just like longer paragraphs, which means they don't feel like they go by as quickly, but it's good. That clip was more to say that my mom was going to lunch with a friend of hers and meeting her at 1, but then she talked about going back up to the house to take a picture of it from the outside because that was the one thing she had forgotten to get. So I think I'm gonna call her and just be like, hey, like, are you good? Okay. It's been a very long time since I vlogged, but let me catch you up real quick. One, it's much later than I should be going to bed. I need to be going to bed. But Mom very much loved the house.
Oh, I thought it was on me. I'm like,
She loved the house, and my dad liked it from the photos and the videos that were sent. And so they put an offer in on that house because it was enough. I mean, my mom was going to it expecting it to more be like, she almost crossed it off of her list after seeing that other one that they ended up losing. She was like, I like that one better than like this one. Or then there was another one which went under contract shortly before I went and saw the other house. So we call it the brown house. The brown house was the only one that was left. And so mom was like, well, I'll still go see it. But it was more she was assuming that she would basically see it to cross it off of her list and be like, oh yeah, I definitely don't like that. You know, yeah, while I'm here, might as well go see it. And it ended up being the complete opposite. Instead, she went there and she was like, wow.
The pictures were awful.
Yeah, the pictures online were horrible. Like, they didn't...
To my advantage.
To our advantage. They didn't seem horrible when you look at them. It just makes the house not... The charms of the house are not seen in the photos. So, you're not impressed when you look at the photos online. Yeah. But mom and dad were drawn in enough that she was like, well, you know, let's go see it because it's in the area of town we really want to be in and all that. And needless to say, definitely worked out in favor. Because it's been on the market for like 45-ish days. Since October. Okay, more than that. Since October. It's been on the market since October.
I think the pictures just...
They price cut it in January. Yeah, the pictures just...
Didn't help it.
Mm-mm. So needless to say...
That had been the picture on the list.
Like, that's stunning.
But instead you got the fireplace and over to the kitchen.
Someone just did the photos really badly. So for months, it sat there. But it looks... in perfect condition. It looks like no one has ever lived there. New flooring. Fresh paint. Kitchen is gorgeous. Like everything is just phenomenal. So we'll see. Definitely not a bidding war for this one like the other one. So I think it's gonna happen. So very exciting. And now we're going to bed. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.